Hi, I'm Sung. I'm preparing for a dinner party. It's gonna be mostly raw, mostly vegan with one meat protein. The first dish I'm gonna make is a kale salad. I want it to sit in its marinade for a little while before the party starts. The first thing to do is to wash the kale, and I'm doing this in warm water because the warm water helps to break down the fiber a little bit, and you want the leaves to be somewhat dry. Dry, baby! I'm gonna cut the kale in bunches. You can just grab them together and cut it into 1/2 inch or 1 inch pieces. Put it in a mixing bowl. I'm gonna do one bunch at a time for occasions when you're just doing it at home. This is an ingredient called nutritional yeast, kind of a cheesy flavor. The next ingredient is apple cider vinegar, and about 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, then some olive oil. I would say about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Don't need that much. Start with less and then you can always put more. And I'm gonna put about 1/2 an apple also sliced up. So this is an apple called mutsu, and it's just got a really good texture. Kale salad really needs a little bit of sweetness because kale is bitter. It's agave nectar, which is a sweetener made from cactus, and you want to put about a teaspoon of that. It's very sweet. Mix it with your hands. You can use tongs, but this is a raw salad, and what you want to do is try to get it to start almost cooking by putting it in the salt and the apple cider vinegar, and also your hands have enzymes that start cooking the salad. The longer it sits, the better it tastes, which is amazing. Wow. So this is kambocha squash. You can eat the outside of it. What we're gonna do is cut it up and steam it and put this Egyptian nut and seed dressing on it. Use force on it. Right. You wanna pick something that's heavier than it looks, because that means that there's more flesh and it's more dense. You're gonna take these seeds out with a spoon. You can also bake it, but I just find that steaming is faster, so it takes up less energy. Scoop it out to the hard part. Cut the little nipples off. If you want to take off part of the skin, you can. A lot of people feel afraid to eat skin. That's where a lot of the nutrition is. So I'm just gonna, with these I'm gonna cut down on it, like these semicircular pieces. These little C's. See? The C? Okay, anyway. And I'm cutting them to be about 1/2 inch thick. And beautiful. So we have a double steamer, and you're just gonna place them around the steamer. Because of the thickness, you probably need to check on it in 10 minutes. This is a condiment called dukka. This dukka has pistachio nuts, pumpkin seeds, coriander, paprika, fennel seed, and coconut. It's mixed with the olive oil. And then we're gonna drizzle the whole thing on top of the squash. These are shiitake mushrooms from Chinatown, so they're a little bigger than normal shiitake mushrooms, but they have an amazing aroma. Can you smell it? This is about a pound of shiitake mushrooms, 6 shallots, a ton of garlic, olive oil, red cooking wine, salt, and pepper. So what you do with the mushroom, take off the stem like this, where you peel it away from the bulbous part, or you can just cut it and do a really thin chop on it. So they have a totally different texture than other vegetable, like meat. The other ingredient is shallots. Split it down the middle, put it on its flat end like we did with the squash, and just chop it in these long bits. And then with the garlic, you crush it with the flat end of the knife like this, and then mince it smaller.